a deadly medicine, over 100 deaths. This is the wild story of how that tragedy created the FDA. So in 1937, this so-called miracle drug hits the shelves. It's called elixir sulfanilamide. But then, boom, 107 people dead. A lot of them were kids. So how did this happen? To get it, we've got to go back to the wild west of medicine, you could say. And I mean, this market absolutely exploded. Tens of thousands of products with basically zero oversight. These cures were a real gamble. Some were useless, others were straight up poison, delaying actual treatment. And people really believed in a right to self-medicate, which fueled this whole industry. People tried to pass tougher laws, but they just stalled out. The public was totally unprotected. But then, the fall of 1937, one company's new drink was about to change everything. They mixed the drug with something sweet, but deadly. It was basically the main ingredient in antifreeze. But here's the thing. A crisis doesn't just create change. It has to become a policy tragedy. What's that? It's all about framing the story in a way that forces politicians to act. And this story was built on a really specific formula. It has 3 key parts. First, you need an innocent victim. A heartbreaking letter from a grieving mother provided just that. Next, the culprit. The FDA smartly blamed the entire broken system, not just one bad company. They launched a race with death in the media, turning it into a massive national crisis. All that public anger, it led to the Wallace Report, which laid out the clear solution. And this report was genius. It took all that pain and turned it into clear policy demands. And the result? The 1938 Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, a total game changer for safety. So the big takeaway is that crises don't create change on their own. They need a story. Which really makes you wonder, what modern problems are just waiting for the right story to be told?